Good afternoon. It is Wednesday afternoon. So, is that
Nobody
mine?
had a gallon, so I just grabbed these.
Oh, thank
Better
you.
than nothing.
Can we keep those in the feed room, do you think?
They're all yours.
All right,
Keep
shove
whatever
them
you
there and
want.
I'll take them down.
And I've got 2 big boxes out here. Grabbed at the shed.
Thank you. Oh. Okay, I
Bring
can.
them in.
Sorry, excuse me. Excuse me. So, it's been a busy Wednesday, naturally. And I don't know, I am still whispering. Anyway, so this morning the electricians came to repair the electrics in the cabin, and they were absolutely appalled to find a family of mice living there. So that was dealt with, and they duly sorted out the... Thank you. And they duly sorted out the problem with the electrics, which was caused by the mice, strangely enough. So that's great. And then the electricians came down to have a little looky at the furnace in the barn, and it's been removed because we've no need for a furnace in a barn. So that was a good day to get things cleared out and sorted out. The animals have been in and out. Humility managed to choke, so he's had some Banamine, and that sorted him out pretty much like immediately, which was absolutely super. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Are these for here? Yeah.
No, I'll move them in for you.
No, it's okay. Just leave them. I shall get them later.
Okay.
Thank you very much. So he's all okay, but what we'll do is we'll just keep a little eye on him. He was very uncomfortable after he'd eaten this morning, and with choke, they don't. It's down in this area here, down their neck. They can still breathe because they breathe in and out through their nose, and it was obviously just something got stuck. This is why we always worry about hydration, particularly over the winter. I think you'll probably remember that Miss Momo used to choke, and she lived her life on soaked feed. So that's the same situation down here. They get their hot dinner, and just one of those peculiar things. He seems right as rain now. That no lasting issues. So goodness only knows what happened there, but he's fine. So if anybody wants to keep an eye on him, please feel free. The donkeys who are going to their new home, that would be Lucy and Luigi. They actually are doing really well, to the degree that when I went to get Luigi this morning, I was looking for you.
Why?
Because I thought you were in the barn, but you weren't.
No, I was helping Janine with some things in the laundry building.
The White House.
The White House.
The White House.
The White House.
So, Luigi came strolling up today. He just moseyed on down, and he let me catch him, put him on a lead rope and take him down to the arena. Hello, Wanda. And then I went to get Lucy, and Lucy, well, she did not let me catch her. She was far more willing. So that's good. So this is progress every day. It's really going in the right direction with them. So that's lovely. And the goats are out. They have managed to stay in the paddock this afternoon, which is quite amazing. You'll see that Miss Flower is out. Flower absolutely adores the snow. The snow is way up to the top of her legs in some places, and she just trots through it, loves it. Willow's neither here nor there, doesn't seem to put her off, so that's good. They're going down for a warm dinner after meal chat, which will be lovely. And Meredith was looking super this morning. Pam and Cindy were down, and Kate was down, so that was going very smoothly. And it was lovely this morning because it was bright and sunny, and then this afternoon it just dulled down, and it was just
cold. Yeah,
it was cold, but it was really overcast, wasn't it?
Yeah,
because
Yeah.
I took 2 videos this afternoon. One of Flower and the other one of Sizzle and Penny playing in the snow, and both of them are so dull. So I've tried to lighten them to post them, but they're really dull. So not sure. Just wasn't good filming conditions this afternoon. So
The light wasn't good.
no, the light was not good. Not good. And there's not much you can do when it's outside and it's not behaving. So I better open these now. Oh my God. Now I think that this is from Goldy. I have to open this. Here's a grabber tool. That's super. That means we can have 2 in separate places. And a really handy dandy. Oh, those are lovely. Look.
Oh, those are the nice
Those
ones.
are furry. Ooh.
Yeah, I've got a pair like that. They're
Oh,
really
have
good.
you?
They're my favourite ones.
Hold on one seckie. For Carleen, so she can reach things up high and low. That's perfect. So that means we've got space to keep that in that kitchen. Now, in this here. Oh, thank you for Goldy's Farm Peeps keeping you warm. Yes, those will be wonderful. Did you get her? These are, I've got to show you these actually. Cozy, cozy. And it's so super because what we're able to do is we're able to keep these. We had gloves sent in and hats sent in and all sorts of things just to keep us nice and cozy. They were sent in at the beginning of the winter season, and we keep them in the storeroom, which is actually Kennel 9 and 10, and it will be Carleen's Creative Corner. We keep them in there on the shelves, and it's super because when people say, I've forgotten my gloves or I don't have a hat, then you can just direct them down to the storeroom and they can go and take their pick as long as they put them back. So that's been absolutely super to have. Now, oh my gosh, this is red. This is from Goldy's again. What's that?
Ice cleats.
Oh gosh, ice cleats.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on a minute. Let's have a look.
Do you want me to open up one of them?
For keeping us safer, yes. Well, look, here's one here. I think it might be open.
Okay.
These are ice cleats. And, oh, wonderful.
Look, it's different.
These will be super.
We actually, just to show you, we wear them most of the time. These ones here, which are called...
Yak tracks.
Yak tracks.
Can you take your dirty feet off?
There you go.
These are wonderful because there's a lot of people turn up and they don't have cleats. And they do now. So thank you. And they just slip on over your boot. And they are such a lifesaver.
Gosh, look at those ones.
Those are really good.
Those are really good. I want a pair of those.
That's wonderful because it's actually really difficult. Yeah. People don't turn up with cleats on, and in fact sometimes I actually broke my cleats yesterday. I'd had about 2 months worth of use out of them, and they just decided that it was just enough. So thank you. Those are absolutely perfect. And they're actually essential with all this ice.
We could also get a part-time job laying concrete.
Why?
With our little spikes. You wear these things when you're laying concrete so you can stand in the concrete.
Thank you.
Without wrecking it. You are so hairy.
Thanks very
Wanda.
much, Nick.
Jeez, look at me.
I know, you always end up covered, but it is Wanda, so you don't care. Thanking you. Oh. This is from Goldy again. thank you so very much. That's so exciting, isn't it? It's a bit sad when you get really excited about spiky things for your feet and workman's gloves for your hands, but gosh, they are absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Dodie.
Yeah, and Dodie, thank you so much for the
entertainment this afternoon.
For the mobility scooter. It seems to be working really well. We brought it inside here to the HQ building to recharge and to keep it safe until Carleen gets here. Also, I know one thing I do know with those things is you have to charge them inside, because if you leave the battery outside, it will deteriorate and make it more difficult to charge. So that's great. And in terms of the mirror, I wouldn't bust a gut on that, because I think I appreciate you following up with Amazon on them, but I'll be very surprised if Carleen ever looks in the rear view mirrors.
Well, I will actually say, when we realised that the mirror wasn't working, I said that's probably actually a blessing, because she's hit every single mirror on that golf cart and they no longer exist. So it's one less thing for her to get caught on, to be quite honest. Yeah. But hey, who am I to say?
She drives these things like she's James Bond.
Like she's a bat out of hell.
Yeah. So, but no, if you can follow up with them, great. But don't. It's working really well, and I think it'll be great for her. And as you can see, Janine did have a little bit of fun on it earlier, as did Wanda, who was, I think, a little terrified, to be honest.
Yeah.
But,
and if it's not great for her, it'll be great fun for us. So thank you, that was much appreciated.
So, Hilda was at...
No.
Okay. Sorry, Hilda.
No. I've got a job for you.
What's that? Is that a camera? Ooh, there.
Cameras! Whoa! 5 of them.
Those are cool.
Very exciting.
I think I should get Joe and the other boys on the network, like Roger and everyone else, to come, and we should have a camera installation party.
And BB, that will sort everybody out. Yes, you should. Might get it done a bit quicker. Oh, my camera's up there.
I resent that remark.
You resemble that remark.
That's not very nice, darling. I may not do it for you at all.
Yes, you will.
Look at that.
Now, that one doesn't have a cover over it. Will that be okay?
What do you mean it doesn't have a cover?
Well, the other ones have a casing on it, don't they?
No, this is just the same.
Is it?
Yeah. And actually, so this one's interesting because it does a few other things that the other ones don't. One is it has lights on it, so it can put lights on when people walk by and stuff like that. Secondly, it's got a microphone on it, so you can speak to it. And third is it's got, I believe, what's it called? A speaker. So you can use it like an intercom. You could talk to people.
And say, stop that, Charlie.
You could stop that, Charlie, or...
leave that donkey alone.
You haven't locked the gate. Things like that, yeah. And I think you can also set it up, and this might be a bit beyond us, so that it tracks. So like if you had a donkey in the arena, for example, you could ask it to track.
Or a horse training.
I'm not sure how that works though. So, and I don't know what happens when there's more than one donkey in the area.
It gets very confuddled.
Yeah, it's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I need to sit down and have a cup of tea.
Yes, I think I would have to sit down and have a cup
But
of
yeah,
tea.
no, this is great. So we'll get to work on these. Maybe try and do one of these tonight.
Yes, I think it's the arena we need to start
Yeah,
with.
well, the arena one should be easy to do because
there was all the wiring.
Because the wiring's there, we think, and then cool. Thank you.
Wonderful. That's very exciting. There's a bit up here as well that I left for you. Is the barn camera still down, Nick?
I think it is. I don't think Janine's had a chance to. They did get all the electricity and everything sorted out in the cabin, I believe. So it should be ready to go back up. I just don't think we've had a chance to do that yet.
Is the bathroom finished?
The bathroom is not finished, but I tell you something, it looks amazing.
You maybe have to go and take a wee video.
The floor has been done. They haven't grouted the floor yet, or the tiles on the wall, but it looks really, really good. Yeah.
Maybe sneak over for a wee
I was
preview.
quite jealous, I have to say, of the bathroom. It does look really, really good. It's not quite finished, but I would expect where they're at, it will be finished this week.
Oh, so you've got decals for the glass windows in the White House. Thank you, Fernanda.
Is that for idiots like me?
You walk into things like that. Thank you, Dodie.
I've almost killed myself several times walking through glass doors.
I know.
Worst one of which happened at Cowboy Stadium, Jerry World. I walked into this huge glass partition wall that was just before you went into the seating area at one of the main entrances. I just didn't see it and I fell to the ground. And I was going at a bit of speed as well.
You were late.
I really quite hurt myself. And all I remember was all these people standing around looking at me like I was a drunk person. And it was only like 6:30 at night or something.
And you were still
and I
cold
was
sober.
like, and you know, nobody helped me up or anything, you know? They just looked at me like I was like the worst of the worst. And then I had to go and meet my friends.
And did you not have a bleeding nose?
Yeah, I had a bleeding nose and everything. I had to go into work next day with black eyes and everything. I looked like I'd been fighting. It wasn't good.
No. No. Oh, there's a new court date for the contractor case. That must be a week after the one that I thought it was the 20th, so that's maybe just been put out by another week. Where's that our court case? When's our court case? Is it March? Be March?
I have no idea.
I thought it was Janine, she would be able to tell us. Anyway. Now, the name of the gloves is Tillman 1450L. There we go. Yes, that's exactly right, because it's the rubber part that disintegrates, isn't it, Fluffy? I think Carlene's doctor appointment was fine. I think it was like a yearly appointment with her primary care. So primary care knows everything that's going on. So that's all A-okay. And yes, those are awesome gifts. Thank you. Nick, why is your phone going dark and light? I got it. I did it. Now. Well, well, let's just count how long it takes for Carlene to actually knock off one of those mirrors, the wing mirrors, because honestly, she's lethal. And I'm hoping saying that it means that it stays on forever. And we'll need to get bells on, because the bells she took off and I grabbed them, so they're in our basement.
Which bells?
The bells so that you can hear her coming in
What, like
in the
just
golf
little
cart.
jingly bells?
No, the cowbells.
Right, cowbells. Right.
Jingly bells. Don't be silly.
Yeah, it does have a horn on it, but it wasn't very loud.
It's really funny, but she does love a horn.
It does have beep beeps when you go in reverse, though.
Yes.
When you go in reverse, it pretends like it's a dump truck or something.
Yeah, and she does love a horn, so that will be absolutely fantastic. She's going to have great fun.
And the other thing I noticed it had is it's got a little phone charger on it. Yeah.
That's actually really handy, because she always runs out of power. Although, the problem with that is, that means Janine will borrow it. So it'll definitely not hold its charge, because she always runs out of power too. Oh, the tumbler dryer is doing fantastically, thank you. And yes, it does work overtime. There was no regular mail at all. And you know what? That means that for 2 days we haven't heard from Jan Gerhold. Yes, I know about that. No. Oh gosh. Dodie ran into her sister's glass door in Florida, bounced off and fell back downstairs, laid there, and her sister never even asked if I was okay, and she broke her nose.
It's not very polite.
Oh, and they didn't help her up either.
Yeah, I had a similar one as well, like where it was about 5 minutes to 5 on a Friday, back in the day when if you didn't get to the bank to get money, you were
done for the weekend.
You were done for the weekend, and I can't remember why, but I think my card wasn't working or something, so I needed to make it to the bank like before 5 o'clock to get some money out, and I was at work in this building near Central Station and in Glasgow, and I ran out down the escalator and I ran straight into a glass door and bust my nose open, bleeding, similar to the cowboy's experience, and then proceeded to get up and run down the street to the bank. That was that big bank that was like on Buchanan Street, that turned into a bookshop. And I tried to get in there, and the security guy just took one look at me and locked the door.
Oh, I would too.
Yeah, and that was my weekend gone.
Disaster.
It was sad.
Yeah. You always used to walk into glass doors though.
Yeah, I tell you, it's a really...
He's actually notorious for it.
Yeah.
Don't ask why.
And sometimes I think I see a glass door and it's not actually there. And I'm standing there and people like, Nick's having a moment again. Because I'm worried in case there's a glass door there, but there isn't.
Well, do you not remember you went through a spate of once a month you would bash the car?
I don't really remember.
Do you not remember that? Oh, it's terrible.
I think once a month might be an exaggeration.
No. There was about 3 or 4 months in a row. You always bumped it on something, and the poor car. You would call and he'd say, "I got to be a wee bit late. I've bumped the car," and it was random things you bumped it on. It was bizarre.
Yeah, I think my spatial awareness is off.
I think your spatial awareness is very off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I walk into things a lot.
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fall out of bed occasionally.
He does. He said one night there was this tremendous thump, but what he didn't remember was before the thump his legs were running like crazy in the bed, and I peered over the side of the bed and he's lying there kind of dazed and confused, and I said, "Are you okay there?" And he went, "Yeah, I got the ball." And I was like, "Good to know." And I said, "You might want to get back in the bed." And he'd been having a dream that he was playing rugby and he was running to catch the ball and somebody had thrown it, and he jumped himself out of the bed and landed on the floor.
Yeah. And I was about to score.
Yeah.
It was so disappointing, you know, like to wake up like that.
I tell you, he's you used to always be, and he levitates off the bed. It's not a case of he just rolls out. He sort of like he levitates off and then falls on the floor.
Oh dear me.
Oh, always good for a giggle. Oh, they do get rusty as well, the cleats. Our next court date is March 27th. That's right. I knew it was in March somewhere. Yes, a USB is included in the mobility.
Yeah, it's cool.
Did we find the hose? No, we did not.
Which hose?
The blue hose.
I saw blue hose.
Where did you see it?
Oh, I saw it in here actually.
No, not in here. Honestly,
How many blue hoses do you know?
only one.
Well, I definitely saw a new blue hose, which is
An electric one.
an electric one, yeah?
Today.
No, like in the last week.
Yes, I know, it came in the last week.
Yeah. I saw it.
Oh, I saw it too, and I plugged it in and I attached it to the hose outlet thingy.
Tim
Joe,
up at Meredith said
Uh-huh.
that like he has a problem keeping those hoses. I think they go missing.
it's not us.
I think they grow arms and legs.
I know he used to when there was lots of people on the farm,
Yeah.
but now it's just us. We roll them up at the end of the season and we put them in the tack room.
Right.
But when they come out, they sometimes don't work. That's more the problem. I have a funny feeling that since it's not appeared, it's under the snow somewhere. And so that also means that somebody must have unplugged it and unscrewed it from the tap.
I've got a suspicion about who that might be.
I know who it will have been.
Yes, I know who it will have been as well.
If it wasn't you and it wasn't me,
Yeah, the population is getting narrow.
naming no names whatsoever.
Janine.
Deary, deary, deary me. Now, let me see. No, you can't see the dogs because the majority of the dogs are outside running around, misbehaving. Have I got... One does not hear... Oh, what it is here? She's lying down though. And is Sizzy in?
Yeah, Cyril's there, but she's asleep.
Sizzle's asleep. Now. Oh yes, that's true. After the invention of cell phones, more and more people walk into glass doors. Yeah, but Nick can do it without a cell phone. He's got skills.
The cell phone's probably quite helpful to me, actually.
What does it hit the door first?
Probably, and also you probably walk a bit slower.
Although when cell phones first came out and then they became more common usage, it was children coming off school buses. They used to be walking and crossing roads and texting. That was terrible. And they would get run over. What's that mail call? Oh my gosh. So it's what day? Still Wednesday.
It's Wednesday now.
Yeah. So that means by tomorrow you will have all 5 cameras up.
Very unlikely. If I was a betting man.
So we're going for the arena.
I'll try and do the arena one in the next 24 hours.
Yeah, that would be lovely because Wallace is coming down in the evenings to work there and it would just be fantastic.
It's not. Here's the thing. It's not just getting it wired up. It's then doing the configuration bit in the background to be able to link it to a YouTube channel and then getting that channel in front of you guys. So, and that's the part I don't really know anything about that needs to be done by either Janine or Brittany. Yeah.
Brittany's back at the weekend, so that's good.
So, yeah, we can get them up. It's whether we can share them is probably is another issue as well. So there's 2 things have to happen to get them up and connected, and then we need to get them configured and shared.
And then we have to remember where we decided to put them. There was one that's going on the G tent, one that's going on in the arena.
The G tent?
No, it was a T tent. It's going in the T tent, the G tent. What's that? What's that? Where else were we putting them?
I think we were putting one in the donkey barn, like on the other side.
Oh yeah.
And we were going to put one on the end of this building, looking out into the paddock.
Yes.
Yeah. So we could use that for the outdoor view of the paddock, and we could use the existing camera just for the indoor view.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of the barn. Yeah.
And then we were going to put one in here because we're bringing the birds in here. And I'm hoping the birds are going to go at the back there. And that would mean that we can have something interesting in this building for instead of us.
Yeah.
Oh dear. So, oh, Hilda says you've got a cute nose, Nick.
A cute nose.
Yeah.
Not as cute as yours, baby.
I know. Ba-doing.
I have a cute nose. My daughters say I get dad's nose, like in a with
Totally
a look,
derogatory
with a
fashion.
look of disgust on their face because dad's nose has a bump in it.
Well, Dad's nose has been broken from walking into glass doors.
No, well, the first time I broke my nose was doing the high jump.
Did you hit it with your knees? You did.
I did. I was doing the Fosbury flop, and I landed, and then my knees went flying into my face.
Naturally.
And I remember it well because I then ran back into the school past the rector's office, and the rector was looking out as he was interviewing some prospective parents joining the school, and I'm covered in blood, like this, and he's like, "Oh dear."
There goes Tilston again.
Yeah. So that was the first time I broke my nose, and I had to get it reset.
And then you got it broken in rugby.
Then I broke it a few times in rugby, and broke it. I don't think it ever really gets better. Actually, a broken nose. I think it's always kind of broken. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
It's better than having a Roman nose, though.
Rubbing all over your face.
Rubbing all over your face, big man.
Oh dear. Oh dearie dearie. See, look, we're missing these. These are not coming up on the thingy on your phone. Oh. Where are we? Oh. See, I haven't got these on your phone. Your phone's not working. Well, they are. Back to your cute nose. That's good.
Who said I had a cute nose?
Hilda.
Thank you, Hilda.
Put your glasses on, Hilda.
Yeah. You might want to go see the optician.
Oh, it's our anniversary on
It is,
Sunday.
darling. And it's Valentine's Day and your birthday, and
and that's you clear for the year.
that's me clear for the year.
See, seriously. Who says romance is dead? One and done.
Truth be told, I'm more romantic than Elizabeth is, guys, so...
That's because you don't have big ears and a tail. I'm joking.
Big ears.
That a donkey.
Yeah.
Oh, you need a hospital bed with
I
rails.
do, yeah. Yeah.
Well, listen, I can tell you the height he actually levitates on the bed, he'd get over the rails. And in fact, Sophie, your daughter that, obviously takes after you, Sophie was on a tiny toddler bed, and it was about this high off the ground, and it had a little rail at the side so she wouldn't fall out. Don't know how it happened. She broke her arm falling out of bed. Mm-hmm. And, I sort of, when she came through and she said it's really, really sore, and we took her to the hospital, they said, oh, it's broken. And I'm like, how did you manage to do that? Even falling out of the bed, it was just like a flop.
Yeah.
That was embarrassing. Mm-hmm. Oh. And then she proceeded, on the way home in the car, she was sitting all strapped into her car seat, and she proceeded, all I could see in the rear view mirror was this bright yellow cast being waved in the air. And she said, look, Mum, it comes on and off. And then promptly put it back on.
Oh, dear.
I was like, oh, heaven help us. Oh.
Yeah.
That was terrible, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And she used to go around and everybody would say, oh my, that's so awful. What happened to your arm? She'd say, oh yeah, I fell out of bed. And everybody obviously thinks, we were being negligent, but she just like flopped out of the bed and landed on her arm. And then she would take the cast off and say, right, I'm away off out to play. Put the cast down and run off. You're like, put your cast back on. Oh, it's terrible. Practical parenting 101.
She's like me, she's got 2 left feet.
Oh, dear. Yeah, Nick needs to take everything into a stride. I can tell you that, Gary.
Yeah, as long as it's not a stride into a doorway.
A stride into a doorway, which it is. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, everybody's getting along just fine. Wanda, you know, she likes to be in charge of things. That's right. This is Nick's big month. Yep. Can I have a horse for my birthday?
I think you probably already did. I've lost track.
Oh, I have seen this. The
yeah.
Scottish gentleman inside a lift.
11.
I know, and it
You've got to
didn't.
say it in an American accent.
It was.
11.
It was an English lift.
No, it was Scottish, and it was an American
No.
lift, and they said, "You need to try it in an American accent," and he goes, 11. That's not an American accent.
Oh, yeah, I know.
It was the lift with the voice
Activation. Does Judy know she has to come to HQ and not the cabin? I think she might notice somehow. I would hope. Nah. Oh. Well, so I'm actually hoping that by the time the birds get here that the dogs are back in the White House with Carlene. And Wanda's super with birds. She's no problem at all. You've got to remember they live in our house with seven dogs. And the two dogs that I would be most concerned about actually don't come in this side. They go that side. And the reason we don't like them in this side is there's far too many things for Larky to have a chew on. So he's kept over that side with the dog gate closed, and also the slider door is closed, so he just can't get in here. And if he eats the birds, he'll be in big trouble. And I will actually tell you about these birds. We originally only had two, and we had the two males, Jasper and Quinn. And I came home one day from being on Meredith, and you sometimes get that sensation that something's watching you. I wandered around the kitchen. I'd started to make dinner, and then I realised there was a bird on top of the fridge, and I thought, well, he shouldn't be out. No idea how he got out. And he was sort of watching me. I was watching him, and I was thinking, I don't know how I'm going to get this little bird back in. So he duly flew off, and I thought, I'll just, if he got out, he'll get back in. So I'm going to leave him to it. I had 7, in fact, did I have 8 dogs at that point? I think we maybe had 8 dogs at that point. And of varying sizes, none of them small. And he flew off, he did a nick, and he hit the French doors, the glass in the French doors, slid down the glass and landed on the ground, at which point it was an absolute scramble to get to the bird first. I didn't win. It went in the first dog's mouth, and the next thing, and I was in an absolute panic, because these are Sophie's birds, and I was in an absolute panic, and I was shouting, put the bird down, put the bird down. And then the next thing was the dog spat the bird out. And this happened with all 8 of the dogs. And it was incredible. The bird was in every single dog's mouth. By the time I eventually got into the middle of the scrum, the bird was covered in saliva and slobber, and I picked the poor wee thing up, and I had it in my hand, and I'm like, oh my God, it's still living. And the little stinker turned round, and he bit me right in there. And it brought tears to my eyes, and honest to goodness, I did everything I could to hold on to that little so-and-so. And I walked very quickly, and I put him back in his bird cage. And he turned round, and he gave me the dirtiest look, and then he hissed at me. So I thought, right, okay, keep the little birdie calm. I said, we went and we got sheets, and we put them over, and we were like, we're just going to see if he goes into shock, if he dies overnight. This is absolutely horrific. I went there the next morning, and I really gingerly just rolled the sheet up to see whether or not he was dead on the bottom. And I kept going, and I kept going, and I kept going, and the little stinker turned round, and he just gave me the sort of like death eyes, and then he turned his head away, and he ignored me. He'd bitten every single dog with that little sharp beak in the inside of his mouth. Mm-hmm. So let's see how Larky likes that one, because if he gets the one that was out with our dogs, he's lethal. Lethal.
Nice job, darling. I think you did a really great job there of reassuring the audience about the safety of the birds. Not.
So they're really great birds. And you know, and I'm really hoping that what we can do is have the camera on when we're not in here, because they sing really lovely, very angry songs. And they just have a great time. They're absolute little terrors. And at the moment, they have the full run of the sunroom. And they're terrorising all the plants. They've eaten the plants, my plants.
Yeah.
And
Well,
they're...
you hadn't watered them anyway.
Well, I hadn't watered them anyway, but that's because the birds were causing trouble. Causing lots of trouble.
Birds were probably trying to revive them.
I know, I'm not very good with plants. So anyway, so I'm hoping the birds will be fine.
This is a point I keep trying to emphasise to you, darling. You really aren't good with plants.
I do try though.
I know, but you should just stop buying them.
I always think I'll do better, but I don't. Nick will try and get the barn cam up. Somebody will sort that out. I thought it was your ears that kept growing. Maybe your nose does keep growing. I don't think my nose has changed.
I've heard the noses.
Is it not ears? Is it not Pinocchio's nose? Look, it's the cameras. How excited are you?
Yeah, the ears
you
definitely
coming in?
keep growing.
No, I'm going.
How was your mummy?
She's good.
Excellent.
She's good. She's very excited to come home on Friday.
Coming on Friday. There we have it. Is it your ears that keep growing or your nose?
I heard it's the nose.
God, I thought it was your ears.
No.
Close
Maybe-
enough.
Maybe it's your ears, but I've been meaning to talk to you about your ears.
Ears.
Dumbo.
Depends how big your ears were to start with.
So, I'm completely exhausted.
You've got chimpanzee ears.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Monkey ears.
Monkey ears.
Goes wrong with the whole monkey aura.
Yeah, we've just had a big discussion about Nick walking into glass doors. That's his speciality.
Okay. Yep.
Not to be trusted.
Yeah, I think I probably won't be visiting the White House on a regular basis.
Who walked into the door?
Yeah. And
No, in the White House. That
Yeah.
White House.
he walks in. He's honestly, he's got such a bad track record. I'm surprised he's not had concussion. It's because your nose hits first.
One of my specialties
Are those
is,
not
you know
nice
those
warm
silly
dogs?
little storm
Uh-huh.
doors you get in houses at the front door where you've got like the main door and then immediately after it you got one of those kind of plastic doors that is for the summer. Oh, walked into those so many
aren't they?
times. Yeah.
Also unable to learn from his mistakes, obviously.
Yeah.
You don't do
Yeah.
that more than once.
Yeah.
These look
It's a form of
fantastic.
dyslexia, I think. Like you just can't. One of those things.
Yeah.
Just can't see them.
Okay.
So he says, righty-o,
Yeah.
Doesn't make me a bad person.
does not.
But a bunch of other stuff does.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
All right. So, my mother's practicing her walking
Oh gosh.
on her walker today because she's determined not to be stuck in a wheelchair. But
Oh, that's good though.
yeah, but if she is, we're prepared for it.
Oh, we've got a roll in, roll out shower.
Roll in, roll out.
Yeah.
Wax on, wax off.
Well, excellent. So we can polish her when she comes out.
Yeah. No, we won't.
and get hair dryer for her hair.
It'd be like a car wash. She presses a button and as the chair rolls her out, like blows her down.
It'll be the Carlene wash.
Sounds like something from Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah.
You can have one of those towels that goes like
Wanda,
that, you know, like a
Wanda's
belt.
having a fit.
What is having the best time?
What's the matter, Wanda? She's a little excited.
Are you going to have a shower? You're going to go and have a shower too.
She's excited.
She's so
She
sweet.
likes her big bed.
She does. It's a Wanda-sized bed. You see, it's a Normatron.
Perfect. It's perfect for Wanda. Yes, she likes her bed. She likes her bed. Oh, she's a bad girl. She's a bad girl. She's the best girl. She has trouble sharing with Sizzle,
Sizzle.
because
It's not big enough.
she takes her half out of the middle.
Yeah, she's super.
And I make sure all the dogs have nice setup. They're all set up to come in. You can show over there. And then I do this. Wanda likes the white blanket to sleep on. She sleeps on the white blanket. She likes the other one to fluff on. So then you put this in a little, like that.
What you
It'll be really
doing?
nice.
You're getting your bed made for you.
Nobody's ever made a bed for me or done anything. Yeah, and no.
But you're an expert at making the wonder
Okay,
beds.
so she likes it just like this, and then the other guys over
Look,
there.
there she goes.
She wants it on their bed.
She does.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can show you what I do here.
Don't
So,
you lose those questions, you.
there's Wanda's in her bed that I make for her. Oops, don't go that way. Oops, move my hand. There we go. That's Wanda in her bed. And then over here, we have it all set up, the trundle bed for the other dogs, which, by the way, they're all getting along now. They've established their pecking. So this is the trundle bed, goes in and out, and then the bed on the top. Can you see all that? Yeah. And so I put blankets here. Sizzle and Larky go up on the top. Penny comes on the bottom. They also have a spare one over here, right next to the charging station, that I haven't made that bed in the back yet either. So they're good to go. They have fresh water, very happy, and then they get their night-night cookies. So that's the routine around here. I just had to show them all my.
They're your creations.
Yes.
Janine and Dodie also, apart from sending those glasses, she also sent cleats,
Okay.
which
Gloves,
is super.
not glasses. Gloves.
Gloves. Cleats. Look.
Oh,
We're going to be upright forever.
these are like game changers. And you know what? The cleats that you gave me kind of hurt my feet after a while.
What? Well, you can use those ones. At least to keep you upright.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring in the dogs.
And your mum's coming in Friday.
Friday, hopefully, it
To
all
move
goes
in.
well. It's not the White House will probably have everything done except for the countertops.
That's perfect.
So those might not be done, but it's
She
enough for
doesn't
her.
cook anyway.
Yeah,
You know,
she doesn't even need a kitchen.
no.
So yeah,
We're just been we're,
It's got a Uber Eats window now.
yeah, yeah.
Got the Uber Eats.
so we'll be fine.
So
It will be ready when Judy comes back.
Judy gets back on Friday morning. She's gonna go start packing Carlene up from the
Hospital.
hospital. We're picking her up at 4 o'clock for a 5 o'clock mail call on Friday here.
That's perfect.
So,
Okay.
I don't see the dogs out there.
Where did you put the dogs?
The dogs are outside. They need to come in.
They're outside somewhere.
I'll bring them in. And you'll see how messy it gets immediately.
Love Sophie's stories. Does she mind you telling them?
Yes.
But she doesn't watch mail chat, so we're fine. And anyway, they're my stories. It's just so Sophie was part of them.
They've taken off.
Oh,
Yes.
goodness, said Janine. Oh, champagne chocolates and roses, Nick. I don't think the donkeys like champagne chocolates or roses. Well, they might like the roses.
Come on, dogs. They were at the rabbits, of course.
Oh, naturally.
Come on, Sizzle.
I'd love a Scottish Heeling Coo as well.
They're
I
extortionate.
know. And they are really expensive.
Yeah.
And I'm not
Yeah.
When we could bring one from home.
not convinced those little ones are like
No.
the
No.
right thing.
Okay, everybody places, everybody go.
Janine, is it snowing?
No. Just really miserably cold.
Yeah, it's been so dull today, hasn't it?
Oh, well, I mean, dull as in what was dull about it. I had a very busy day.
No, dull in the sky.
Oh, yes.
Because I was trying to take videos and they're like, oh, they're awful.
Yeah.
I think the dogs will get back into their usual habits quite quickly.
Yeah. Yes. I got to get the dog door installed for my mother, too, because we don't have a dog door.
Yeah, that's kind of. And Dana's still taking Penny.
Yeah, but he's traveling and doing stuff.
Right, so
yeah, he
that's
still wants to help out.
That's
He's doing
good.
dog share.
A dog share.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Hang on. So that's us. So Carlene hopefully will be back on Friday.
Yeah, I'm hoping to have mail call with her.
That would be
arriving.
absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, if all goes well. That's the
Yeah.
best case scenario. So we'll see how best case scenario. It's really hard to bring all this together in a month, but
Yeah. And then she'll be writing the Daily Doggy from Saturday morning.
yeah, we got to set up all that.
So
stuff
we're getting
on
that set up.
Friday. I've blocked out the whole day
Yeah.
to get my mother organized.
Yeah, and there'll be no small introduction. It'll be straight back in at the deep end and get that done and
Yeah,
get that
yeah.
done. No
and
messing
she is,
around.
by the way, she is monkey fisting again.
Oh, that's
So-
good. So she's back on track.
Yeah, she's back on track.
That is absolutely
Yeah.
super. And now instead of sending us panic text messages, you can just shout. Excellent.
Yeah.
Okie
She
dokie.
has been the worst camera person that we've ever had, though.
Oh God, I know. She
Lord.
full of complaints.
Full of-
Honestly, did
Yeah,
you
no,
know?
Penny.
Like, no, we did not know.
Yeah.
So that's really good.
Penny, get down.
Righty-o. So we'll all see you tomorrow on Thursday. Nick's already in
You have
camera
to
mode,
shut
which
this
is
door
good.
across like this.
Night night.